Hi, I'm Angie Sharp, the Community Engagement Manager for the City of Bettendorf, Iowa. It is Monday, May 19th, and this week is our second set of City Council meetings for the month of May. We start with Committee of the Whole tonight, which is when Council discusses the items that they'll vote on come Tuesday night during their regular meeting. So let's take a look at the agendas, which you can follow along with and look at yourself in the City Council packet at www.bettendorf.org/citycouncil. Tonight's Committee of the Whole starts at 5 p.m. with a discussion about an item that will appear on the regular meeting agenda, as well as two consent agenda items. First, they'll talk about a public hearing happening tomorrow night, amending the city's current budget for fiscal year 2024-2025, which ends June 30th, 2025. Next, they'll discuss a resolution setting the date for a public hearing on the proposed changes to Bettendorf Transit's ADA Complimentary Paratransit Service Policy. Details found on page 89 of the packet. And finally, they'll talk about a resolution approving a professional services agreement with HDR for I-80 and Middle Road City-Funded Improvements Project. Details on that on page 195 of the packet. After that, Council can discuss any other consent agenda items found on page 6 of the packet. Then the Mayor and Council can add any items to tomorrow night's agenda if they wish to do so, before they adjourn until Tuesday night at 7 p.m. After reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and receiving the invocation, we have a recognition as well as two proclamations. The recognition is for two state wrestling champs from Bettendorf High School. The first proclamation is for National Bike Month, and the second proclamation is for World Bee Day, which is tomorrow, May 20th. Next on the agenda is public requests of council. This is when anyone can walk up to the podium at the back of council chambers and make a request to City Council on an item that's not already on the agenda for a public hearing. And we have 4 public hearings this go around, starting with item 8, which is regarding amending the city's current budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025. After that public hearing, council will vote on that resolution, which only requires 1 vote to pass, unlike ordinances which require 3 votes at 3 separate meetings. On to item 10 now, which is a public hearing regarding the rezoning of property generally located north of Forest Grove Drive, west of Wells Ferry Road, and south of Interstate 80 from A1 Agricultural Urban Reserve District to R2 Single Family Residence District. After that discussion, council will vote on the first reading of that ordinance. If it passes, then they'll have 2 more votes before that rezoning is officially approved. Item 12 is another public hearing about that same area, but rezoning it from A1 Agricultural Urban Reserve District to C3 General Business District. Council will then vote on the first reading of that ordinance. Our final public hearing of the night is item 14, which is regarding an ordinance amending a section in our city code entitled Commercial and Parking Permitted Use Table. Council will vote on the first reading of that city code change, then move on to voting on 2 more ordinances. Item 16, the first reading of an ordinance amending a section in our city code entitled Location of Polls Council Authority. And item 17, that's the third and final reading of an ordinance amending a section in our city code entitled Sign Ordinance. Council will then vote on the consent agenda, which includes 14 items this go around. Then Mayor Bob will go tap, tap, tap with the gavel and adjourn until our next set of meetings, which will be held on Monday, June 2nd and Tuesday, June 3rd. All Committee of the Whole and City Council meetings are held right here in City Hall in downtown Bettendorf, so you are welcome to come. They're always open to the public, or you can watch from the comfort of your home on our YouTube channel by going to www.bettendorf.org/YouTube. What's more, you can also get an alert letting you know when one of our meetings is about to start, as well as tons of other city news and updates by signing up for Alert Iowa. Do that by going to www.bettendorf.org/be in the know and customize the way we communicate with you. Have a great day.